This fight was the very start to a war I believe was entirely fake. Everyone in it, acting, playing different roles to string me along and take everything from me. I sound crazy, I know, but let me start from the beginning and show you everything. It began the day after the fight. What seemed like a normal call then turned into accusations about our enemy team.
Something that made me very, very confused yesterday was the sheer amount of god apples that the other team was in possession of.
It was true. Every time we killed one of them yesterday, they dropped an unreasonable amount of god apples.
It made me feel like there was something weird going on behind the scenes. I'm saying we go back to your base and we go investigate those god apples.
Upon heading back to my teammate's base, we discussed the possibility of our enemies duping. But this being more than just a possibility became apparent after arriving at Subs' base.
What the heck?
What the hell?
Yup, someone is definitely duping. But the real question is, what is that sound? Oh, it's a helicopter, because today's sponsor is War Thunder. War Thunder is an action-packed, insanely fun, free-to-play military game available on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and even Mac. War Thunder has crazy good graphics and physics. Mud, dirt, and dust can adhere to armored vehicles and be cleaned off in water. Most importantly, vehicles in War Thunder include ground forces, aviation, and naval vessels, which can give a unique experience to many different players. In War Thunder, there are both renowned and prototype vehicles from the beginning of the 20th century through the modern era. Although War Thunder strives for a realistic battle experience using authentic military vehicles, the game offers many ways to personalize your combat machines. You can download community-made skins, decals, and now even anime-style decorations with cute waifus. War Thunder already features a real anime skin on the Japanese AH-1S helicopter Kizurazu, in use with JSDF. Now introduced especially for anime fans, Dakumakuru pillows have been added into the game, which can be gently hugged during battles if you need a little moral support. Download War Thunder now for free from the link in the description and get the all-new Dakumakuru pillows and other bonuses. Back to the video. Yup, someone is definitely duping, but the real question is who and why. The only team that would make sense was the same people we fought the day before. They've been attempting to shut down my business and ban me off the server for weeks now. But I had an even better question. Wait, can I take those?
What the f-
My teammates didn't answer, but I took them anyways. If our suspicions were actually right, I would only be stealing from my enemies. Plus, the message on the blocks literally said 20 more for Leowook's ban, and it's not like I'm gonna ban myself. I really didn't see the issue with taking these blocks.
Who took the netherite? Can we put the 15 netherite blocks back in this chest too, please?
Yeah.
Do we have to?
Yes, yes.
My teammates made me put back the items because taking duped items is morally wrong. But honestly, they were right. An exploit like this could ruin the server forever, and we needed to figure out who was responsible for this. I think maybe we should set a little trap.
Should we do a stakeout?
Yeah.
Boy, should we do a stakeout?
We should do a stakeout.
Oh my gosh.
Judging by the message that was put on the blocks, the person who put them there would have to come back to see if they've been taken. Meaning this was the perfect opportunity for us to wait them out and catch them in the act. But while discussing who we think is responsible for the duping, I had a realization.
Like, who would genuinely be smart enough to do this? Like, Spoke, Row, I guess Team Awesome. I could see Ashwag doing this.
Alright. I'm deafened, but Parrot just asked the question. Who do you think is smart enough to do this? I could be completely wrong, but there's one person that I think is smart enough to do this, and that's Parrot. Parrot is the one person that I know that is smart enough to do this. Even just looking at the events that happened today, it seemed almost obvious. From the random want to go back to Subs' base,
I'm saying we go back to your base and we go investigate those god apples.
and literally finding 15 blocks of netherite in plain sight, to the fact that they got mad at me when I decided I wanted to take them.
Who took the netherite? Can we put the 15 netherite blocks back in this chest too, please?
Yeah.
Do we have to? It just was kind of weird. Like, why would he even be doing this? Was he trying to take my business, my success, or was he just trying to prove something to me? I didn't know. But I didn't have any evidence, and because he's the owner of the server, it really wouldn't make that much sense for me to accuse him of such actions. I needed evidence, and I was about to get it. If I was truly right, then the stakeout we were about to do was already planned by Parrot, meaning we would probably wait watching for someone for a couple hours, and then when someone came by, he would be the supposed person responsible for everything. But what if I changed who that person was supposed to be? I need to find a way to get those 15 netherite blocks in my under chest without them thinking it's me. Hi.
Hello.
So I decided to hire someone from outside of my team. So Radiance, I'm gonna let you in on a little info right now. I'm skeptical of something happening in the APO at the moment. There's a very, very, very high probability that Team Awesome is duping. I have a suspicion that Parrot is responsible for it. Now, accusing the server owner of duping on his own server might sound absurd, but Redunes was in. Alright, Redunes. So walk in, get the nether blocks, walk out, but you have to be spotted.
Confidence is key. Act as if you work there and nobody will suspect a thing.
It was kind of funny though, because when Redunes actually got there and stole the items, Parrot didn't notice.
Alright, so then I just gotta...
No, I mean, yeah, sure, why not? And I kind of need him to notice. Well, I was like expecting you to like, you know, walk in like you work there, like start working there.
Oh, you want me to actually work there? Do you want me to like go back? I can put them in my each.
Yeah, sure.
I heard a compass, so
Compass.
they do know I'm here. Oh no, I heard like the
Spyglass.
I heard zooming on Spyglass.
It was obvious that Parrot was now notified of Redune's presence, but what was more important was Parrot's reaction. So Redunes has all of the netherite blocks.
Dude, that's actually not good though. He's gonna make like hearts or like create more netherite sets.
Not even for a second did Parrot think Redunes could be the actual person responsible for this message, but Parrot wanted to do some more digging.
I don't know. Should we call him?
Sure. Hopping in a call with Redunes, it was all up to him to not blow my cover.
Hola.
Mr. Redunes, we're going to need that netherite back. It was not intended for you.
But instantly, Parrot knew somehow that Redunes wasn't the intended player to be carrying those netherite blocks. But when Redunes wouldn't admit that he stole them, Parrot started to get desperate.
We're going to need that netherite back.
What netherite?
Redunes, be for real, bro. Alright, how about this, Redunes? Do you want to join us in the stakeout?
Having Redunes join the stakeout would be another player I could actually trust, but even better would be to have him on my team.
I don't
What if
see why not.
Redunes joined the APO?
Alright.
The stakeout began, Parrot still not knowing actually why Redunes was here. But then I began to realize that no matter what, if Parrot was actually trying to deceive me for whatever reason, this duping needs to be stopped. Even just 15 netherite blocks in the player economy could destroy the server for months. For now, me and Redunes would play along with Parrot's plan, investigating him while he investigates the supposed dupers. We began waiting, and about 30 minutes later, we finally saw someone. I was in a different call playing Valorant, but here is Redunes' reaction.
Redunes, Terry is here.
Wait, what? Is he at the base?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
He is. Oh,
Gosh,
slowly
there he
making
is,
his
there he
way.
is.
Yeah.
What is he doing? Oh my gosh.
Is he actually the person? I think he knows.
They're still there.
Oh,
Netherite blocks are still there. What was he doing here, dude?
What?
Although Terrain didn't take anything, he did show up to the location and look inside the chest, which means it could be him. But shortly after, I found a clue that would change everything. So I'm currently inspecting the footage that I got of the person sneaking into the base, right? And I noticed something. Obviously, we know it's the Terrain, but something that was kind of weird that I thought if I go back is that we can zoom in. Wait a minute. So he's carrying a ladder, which, oh wait, he has an APO helmet on. Wait a minute. Terrain has an APO helmet on. Oh my gosh. This is huge. Dude, that is an APO helmet right there. Terrain is working with Team Awesome. That's the only way he could have gotten it. The significance that this helmet carries is pretty large. Only a few weeks ago, I created a business to sell netherite gear, and I branded each piece of armor with a name that changed the texture. The only few sets that were ever produced were stolen by the same people we fought just a couple days ago, which means Terrain is working with our enemies. And seeing him here, that means they're most likely responsible for the dupe. There's something a little strange about this picture right here. Terrain's wearing an APO helmet,
How do you know?
because it has the texture on it. It has the golden texture. Do you know what that means? That means he's working with Team Awesome. That is the only way he could have gotten that. This regained my faith that Parrot wasn't against us. But it wasn't until an hour later when Redunes joined our call and told us that he spoke with Terrain. The information that he gave us changed my mind once again.
Okay, so he was the messenger. He was a carrier, and he was hired by someone.
Who tell you?
Now, he said they are affiliated with Team Awesome,
Okay,
but it's
yeah.
not one of the face members.
What?
They have apparently someone that's a shadow member that is working
What?
with them, helping them out, but is not publicly known.
It was obvious. Like, just listen to his reaction.
Working
What?
with them.
It finally made sense though. Parrot wasn't responsible for the duping. He was working with Team Awesome and probably leading us on some wild goose chase just to find absolutely nothing. But I didn't know what to do next. Now that I knew the owner of the server was compliant with the duping, how would it even be possible to stop them and destroy Team Awesome?
Apparently, they have a vault with all their contraband.
What?
And they have a whole vault. Essentially, your suspicions about duping is correct. And it seems to be even larger than expected.
Parrot, I think we might have a mission to find a vault. But according to Parrot,
Well, we actually don't have proof that they're duping yet. But if we find this vault, that's evidence, right?
if we were to find the vault, that would be enough evidence to ban them off the server. All we need to do is find it. We began searching, of course, finding nothing. A vault of this renown would be almost impossible to find. I started to doubt if even Parrot knew where the vault was. After hours of manual search, we decided this was going to be almost impossible. So we started interrogating players, asking what they knew about the duping.
All right, Clutch, I want you to follow me. Get across from us. You have been on this server a lot recently, and we need you to tell us everything that you've noticed. Zam, Spoke, Ro, and Mapik. Everything.
Sorry to tell you, I have no idea.
We thought this was going to be the end of talking to Clutch, until he said something that would prove to be extremely useful. Come back.
Come back. Clutch.
We're not done. We're not done.
I want you to tell us everything you've noticed.
Hold
Have
on,
you not
guys.
even interacted with them in the past, like, 2 weeks?
Nope.
Are you lying?
Nope. Actually, I've seen them, like, they were, like, farming each other. That's it. They kept farming each other the whole time.
Oh. They were
How
killing
so?
each other?
They just kept killing it. Like, they killed each other, like, 50 times.
Would Zam leave the game ever?
Yeah, they would leave right after, immediately. They would leave, like, before they died, pretty much. Like, it would say they left the game and then they died.
Now, what Clutch is explaining sounds extremely familiar to what happens when you get banned after losing all 10 of your hearts on this server.
Yeah, they would leave right after, immediately.
And remembering back just a couple months ago when I got death banned and revived, I had created 2 copies of my inventory. At the time, I thought it was just a fluke, but with Clutch telling us this information, that must be how Team Awesome is duping. To be honest, this wouldn't really help us find the vault, but any information counts. Even more importantly, Terrain just logged on, and with his history helping us in the past, we decided to once more interrogate him again. There was a couple questions about who the shadow member might be, but I was already confident it was Parrot. What was more important was the location of the vault.
I was gonna
Do
say,
you have
Leo was-
any idea where the vault is?
I have no idea.
Apparently Terrain didn't know, but what he did know was to the extent that they were duping.
Because
Well, it's
the
better
amount
than
of dupes that they've
server,
told me about, I don't even know how much they've duped. It is a horrifying amount of duplicated items.
We know.
Oh my gosh.
Oh boy.
This time, Terrain seemed more resilient to help us out, saying the same information that he already told us before. Even after telling him this exploit could be server ending, he didn't seem to care.
But I mean,
So
the server's gonna come to an end if we don't do something about it, Terry.
I think it's gonna come to an end regardless.
And that's when something somewhat unexpected happened. Well,
Oh, Mapik's outer layer is on. Mapik's outer layer is on.
a member of Team Awesome and someone who we think is responsible for the duping showed up.
Yeah,
Why
you wanna
dip? We
fight?
can fight.
I don't have armor.
We can fight.
Wait,
Terry,
what about
Terry.
terrain? What about terrain?
Terry, come to me.
Terry,
I'm
come
gonna
on.
give you an invis and you're gonna get out of here, okay?
Okay, good.
I got
he's
splashed. I got
close,
splashed.
he's close, he's close,
I got
he's close.
splashed.
Terry, take that and get out.
We can take him
Guys,
right
guys,
now, bro.
you guys
I think
jump
you guys
Mapik.
take him.
We need to get as much information about this as possible. Just jump him.
You guys got bots? Alright.
If they,
Subs, you gotta fight, bro. Like,
it's
screw the
one
pacifism,
away.
bro.
You
Hey,
were
man,
Mitch is just getting screwed.
He's the one who attacked me, bro. He's probably on 20 hard.
Someone cover him.
Oh yeah, he is for sure.
Spoke
If
wants
you
to
kill him,
he-
Spoke is telling me to join recording 1.
no, don't. Just
You know
drop
he's- no,
Mapik, drop
guys,
Mapik, and we
these
need to
guys-
analyze his inventory.
If we
He
can
said
stop
you may
him-
want to hear this. He said you may want to hear this.
I'll join.
If anybody has strong weapons, we do need those.
But I don't want. He's already.
Pearls, I would like.
Nah, he's gotta be leading us somewhere.
Yeah, he is. Maybe somewhere where there's people. People.
Trust me.
He's going to the portal.
He's gonna go through the portal.
Do we have water buckets or anything?
No, it's too late. It's too late.
Shit, he went
It's
through.
not worth.
He went through. It's not worth.
mine.
Not worth. We may have lost our chance at killing Mapik, but I was way more interested in talking to Spoke. He's a prominent member of Team Awesome, and I wanted to know what he had to say.
Leo, where are you?
Why?
Leo, where are you? I'm at spawn.
You want just me?
You can bring anyone you want, but come to spawn.
Alright. Going to spawn, I had no clue what this conversation would lead to. But hopefully, I could get some sort of clue about the shadow member or even the location of the vault. We know what's happening, Spoke.
Keep the time for when you come. How far away are you?
I'm pretty close. Alright, Spoke. Hello.
Alright, Leowook, what's the end goal here? Like,
Mm.
you're out here harassing other players. Mapik comes over here,
Harassing
and
who?
then you try to fight Mapik. Like, what's the goal here? What's happening?
But upon talking with him, he didn't seem to want to give up any information. Nothing. I think there's something for you to
nothing.
explain.
You have nothing for me, like nothing to say to me or anybody else.
No.
All right, so I just leave now? Are we fine? Are we good?
Sure.
Alright.
Later. The call with Spoke was pretty much useless, maybe even just a way to get me away from his teammate Mapik. But after regrouping with my teammates, we noticed something very interesting. I don't know what the f he was doing. He literally did nothing. Absolutely nothing. Zero.
Yeah, I think they were planning to jump up.
Terrain's lying.
Really?
About what?
Losing his armor.
About
He has the same exact armor
Well, yeah,
on as
he-
yesterday.
yeah.
Comparing his armor to yesterday's, it's the exact same, right? But just 10 minutes ago, he said he lost all of his armor. Why
you don't
dip?
wanna
We can fight.
I don't have armor.
We can fight.
Wait,
Terry,
what about-
Terry.
Meaning that if Terrain's willing to lie about that, he's probably lying about everything else as well. Slowly but surely, everyone that I believed I could trust is most likely working against me. It
Unless
has
it's a dupe
the
APO
same
armor.
LW pattern.
Guys, I see Mapik.
We're gonna get jumped. We are going to get jumped. This is what they're doing right
Guys,
now.
we need to get out of here, bro.
Alright. Out of
You
here,
wanna leave?
out of
You
here,
wanna
out of
play
here,
back?
out of here, out of here. We began leaving, but I still couldn't stop thinking about the fact that Terrain was probably feeding us false information. Literally, Terrain has the same exact armor pattern that he had yesterday. The LW helmet, probably the print boots, I have no clue, but probably. He also can be lying. But just as we were making it out, I realized this was our perfect opportunity to find the vault.
We are currently.
Wait!
We could follow them
This
back
is
to
the
their...
That's what I'm saying! This is the perfect time to follow them back to their base.
Funnily enough, me and Parrot had the same idea, which was actually kind of comforting.
Dude, there's a pretty decent chance I die right here, but
Is it worth
I
it?
guess I'll see you on the other side.
Wait for me, wait for me, wait for me. Now, me and Parrot were about to go on a mission together to find the vault. Unfortunately for Parrot, he is currently at 1 heart, meaning if he gets hit, he pretty much dies and gets banned off the server.
Dude.
What the heck?
Yeah,
I
do
see him,
have
I see him, I
problems.
see him, I see him.
I know.
He said,
Well, I can, but I have
Prince
one
Sam, Prince
pearl.
Sam's there, Mapik's there, Rochambeau.
They're all here?
They're all there. I'm following Ro and Prince Sam.
I think they're heading to like Terrain's base or something. What are they doing to Terrain, bro?
They also began continuously killing Terrain, which I assumed was a ploy to get our
Holy
sympathy,
marking,
and use that as leverage.
Oh my gosh.
They're gonna ban him off the
They're gonna
server.
ban him off the server.
They're going to Terrain's base, yeah.
They're all at Terrain's base, yeah. I see Zam, I see Zam.
Yeah,
Shoot,
I'm next
dude,
to
what do I
Sam in a
do?
row. Be careful, that's all. Keep distance.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
They're at Terrain's base now. They're
I
all
know.
there, all of them.
Should we go look at the shulkers?
Oh my god.
I mean, they're all here, dude. It's like literally now or never.
Yeah, they're placing down the shoulder. Should I go in? Look at
I
the
see
shulkers?
Spoke, I see Spoke. Go in, go in, go in, go in, go in.
Placing down Obsidian? Or Spoke? Spoke's pulling out.
Why?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, I see him, I see him. Should I follow Spoke?
Yeah, follow Spoke. Go ahead and follow Spoke.
Okay. I'll do that.
They're purling to the roof. They have pink shulker box. I see a pink shulker box. Should I
Try and open it if you can.
No freaking way, bro. That's so
Do it,
risky.
you
I'm
have
gonna do
to.
it. I'm gonna do it.
Are you in their base right now?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I just got 6 hearts! I applied them all! I just got 6 hearts! I just got 6 hearts! Oh my god! I just got 6 hearts and I applied them all! I'm at 15 hearts!
How? I bet those are duped.
They're duped, but I got... Oh my god. Although this was a major win, we still didn't have time to celebrate. Spoke wanted to call once again, and although he was probably trying to waste my time, any information is useful.
But,
wanna
or
go
Leo,
see
Leo,
Man's
Leo,
house?
when you VC with Spoke, do not give him any hint that we're onto the dupe. Okay?
Alright, sounds good. Howdy.
Leo, have you arrived?
Not quite.
All right, Leowook. Do you want to explain to me now what is your goal?
Without wanting to give up information about what we actually wanted, I made something up. Oh, we want the APO to be a successful business.
Successful business, all right?
And although I actually did want to see my business be successful, if I didn't stop the duping, that would be nearly impossible.
What's stopping the APO from just consuming the other businesses? Like
There
IHOP,
is
like-
no other businesses,
IHOP.
Spoke. We are the only business that people have actually cared for, Spoke, alright? No one else has put in the effort like me. I spent 22 hours grinding netherite. And to see my stuff get stolen and worn, I can see it in your hand right now, Spoke. My sword. You're not part of the APO. You shouldn't be using that. That's not yours to
Fully
take.
aware. I'm fully aware you can see this sword. And I'm fully aware you know my teammates also have your armor.
I'm aware.
Plenty more sets of your armor.
We talked about my team and my business, but something that surprised me was when he brought up the duping.
Have you been to Subs' base recently?
No. It's been blown up.
Not. It's been blown up.
Yeah.
I don't think that's what happened to Subs' base.
Obviously, I was lying, but it didn't really matter because Spoke was actively emitting to everything.
Leowook, I'm sure you've seen Subs' base.
It's been blown up.
That wasn't the only thing that's happened to it. I saw Redunes open up the chest.
Hold up. How could Spoke know about Redoon stealing the netherite? The only two people who knew about that was Parrot and Redunes. Spoke just confirmed that Parrot is the Shadow Member. Not only did I now figure out the Shadow Member, but I quickly realized what their motivation behind all of this was.
I saw Redunes open up the chest. It was a message to Subs.
Okay.
Not the message, but specifically the items in the chest. You know what that means.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That means business on a whole nother level. That means power on a whole nother level. Because in the past week, somehow, the APO has been overshadowed by this completely other entity.
That was it. The entire reason they're doing all of this, Parrot, Zam, Spoke, it was about my team, the APO. It was about taking everything from me. They couldn't match the amount of netherite I had, so they had to resort to duping, and I'm going to stop it. Although I still don't understand the motives behind Parrot, as long as I get enough evidence to show the people that Team Awesome is 100% duping, they will be banned. Do you have a stasis, Spoke?
That stayed unknown. No, I don't have any stasis. I don't have anything set up.
Honestly, I was furious, and I ended up making a pitiful attempt at killing him.
You do something, I do something. It just happens, you know. But understand that if you kill me, if you somehow kill me, something happens. Is that it, Leowook?
I don't know. This is stupid.
Okay. Well, if we're done here, let me know when you actually want to talk. Because I'm willing to talk anytime. Just send me the message.
The conversation had ended, and a lot of the information that I believed to be true I found out was fact. Even more importantly though, Parrot was currently following them inside the nether, locating the vault.
Guys. Just let me... I need you guys to be quiet for like 1 second, bro. I'm actually tailing all of them.
Let us know which direction and we'll go slow. We won't catch up to you, alright?
They see me! They see me!
Parrot?
Oh, frick.
Oh no.
Parrot?
I'll die.
What? Tell us your chords right now.
I'm dead.
What do you mean?
No, I'm dead. I died. Oh, shoot.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah, I'm dead.
Parrot.
Which section did you go?
For as much as I believe Parrot is working for the other team, he continues to surprise me. Like going to the extent getting banned in search for the vault. It just doesn't make sense to me. And although he definitely is this quote-unquote shadow member, why does it even matter? How does this even affect me? Honestly, the only thing that Parrot has really done is help me. And he seemed pretty genuine about wanting to stop the duping. He even patched the plugin that allowed Team Awesome to even dupe in the first place. Even his morals haven't changed since the beginning. If we find evidence, we can ban them. But we just haven't found concrete evidence. Honestly, I was in a pretty bad situation. As much as I want to stop the duping, I also don't want to get played by Parrot. I just didn't exactly know what to do. Alright, it's time to create a base of operations. We need to get our together. But before making a base, we decided it was best to revive Parrot back to the server. Even if Parrot is this shadow member, I honestly think he wants to find this vault just as much as we do, even if it's for a different reason.
Just send it. Revive me.
Hi. Oh my gosh, there he is. Look at him. He's no longer like a small man. He has 4 hearts.
You can
now.
actually crit me.
Holy moly. We then began constructing our base 100 blocks in the air, made completely out of chests, nearly impossible to find. Finally, we collected all of our materials together and got everyone up to 13 hearts. We then cleared our schedules and set the next 48 hours to hunt for this vault. We first started all the way back on day 1, examining the fight. After we killed them, I wrote down how much time it took them to get back to the fight, and then we searched a perimeter around that area. After finding absolutely nothing, we decided to look in the end. Searching far and wide, I was starting to lose hope, to the point where I even started breaking server rules just to get an advantage. And the team was falling apart. Parrot set out to interrogate and kill a player that was completely innocent just because he interacted with Team Awesome. By the time I got there, he had already killed the player, and we sat there for the next 45 minutes discussing what we really were trying to do. Hello? What was that for? Why did you do that?
We need to have a meeting right now.
I asked why they killed the player, and this was their answer.
We're blocking the distribution of duped items in the economy.
Planet.
We're gonna
But it's already distributed.
Planet has
What do you
nothing
mean?
to do with that at all whatsoever. The thing to take away from this is that my team was being torn from the inside out. Our morale was at an all-time low, and the only thing that we wanted was to find this vault and end all of the duping. Honestly, the searching was becoming extremely boring, and I was getting to the point where I would do anything to end the duping. But there was a glimmer of hope. We're searching just as normal until Spoke asks us to join a call.
He says recording 3.
Unknowing to what was about to happen, of course we were cautious.
We are at spawn.
We're
at, like, the
standing. We're
bridge.
standing at the front bridge.
To do what, bro?
We want to
talk.
meet.
And although this was probably a trap, I saw this as another opportunity to gain information. We began following them and met up on top of the nether roof.
Hello, everybody. Hello, hello.
Sooner or later, they began to talk about the vault.
We have made a vault. Just like how you guys did with your armor sets and
Alright, but ours were legit.
However, we have
I
things to
destroyed
show.
today.
We have things to show. I'm assuming you guys already are aware of some sort of vault that is being claimed to be illegal of some sort.
Okay.
Now, I'm not sure how a vault could be illegal or what possible items in a vault could make it illegal. So I decided to show you it.
Was this really about to be the vault, or was this some sort of trick? I wasn't sure, but I was eager to find out. And as we arrived, we were right back where we found the netherite blocks. I didn't even think of it. This was the perfect place to hide a vault, right in plain sight. But as we followed them down, my nerves started to set in. Was this about to be the end? All of my work meant for nothing? Them just showing us the location of the vault? I was excited and both scared to see what was about to happen. But as we arrived, it was a whole lot of nothing. Although Spoke did have a story to tell.
Exactly, I'd say about 5 hours ago, this was by far the richest vault in all of LifeSteal. But now, it's gone.
Now what? Why?
Spoke saying that actually genuinely made me question everything. How did we know if even there was a vault in the first place? Just thinking about it, they could have just kept all of the duped items in an ender chest. But now that we were here at the supposed vault, I realized our mistake.
Everything is destroyed. There was never illegal items. There was never anything actually suspicious, but we've decided to destroy it and remove it.
Except I just couldn't believe it. They were lying. It just wasn't true. It simply could not be. So I called their bluff. I told them if they truly weren't duping, to show us their ender chest. That's something that they wouldn't have done before, but now that they're trying to prove their innocence, they might have to. Can I see your ender chest?
I thought he was gonna say nuts. Wow, I really nuts.
Yeah,
Wow.
actually, do you mind screen sharing your ender chests?
I mean, why do we have to?
Because you claim the vault's
Have you
destroyed.
asked any other player? Have
You
asked
want to know what
any
the
other
best
player
vault
what you
is?
need?
You know what the best vault is?
What's
Your
the best
ender
vault,
chest.
Leowook?
An ender chest.
You think an
So
ender
really-
Okay, let me answer this, Leowook. Do you actually think an ender chest is enough to store the richest vault in all of LifeSteal? Guaranteed,
Probably.
plenty of
And
players.
why would you
Plenty of
destroy it?
players have the
No,
same.
I'm willing to show them my ender chest.
Mapik was actually willing to show us his ender chest. Little did he know that would be his largest mistake.
I want you to
Nothing to
find
even be worried
one
about.
item that is implausible to find. You ready? We'll go through them all. You ready?
All right.
Wood.
Yeah.
Redstone.
We began looking through his ender chest, which seemed generally pretty normal until we saw one specific shulker.
Stone. Restock. Redstone. Armor.
That's a lot of armor. That's
you
a
think
lot
that's
of.
implausible to get? Have you seen the Clown Pierce Merchant video?
There was an absolute insane amount of armor, but Mapik attempted to argue that it was attainable in survival, which is true, but if you look even closer at each piece of armor, the durability is exactly the same, and the only way to do that is duping. On top of that, after asking for a closer look at each of the items, they had the same exact name as well. Although we didn't find the vault, this was surely enough evidence to get them banned off the server, but it was all up to Parrot's decree, and he didn't ban them. After all of the evidence that we had just found, it was clear they are duping, but Parrot still wanted to find this vault. This vault that I currently believe is imaginary, a ploy just to waste our time, but he wanted to find it, and he wouldn't ban them until we did. On top of that, Spoke made his intentions extremely clear.
Being you.
Listen, if you truly want to end this,
I
all
thought you
we
guys
need
just
to-
showed us you were
all
innocent.
we need to
What do
see-
we need to end? What are we trying to end here?
all we need to see is the APO to disband. Their purpose of destroying the villainous players who supposedly were illegal We just
I'm gonna
proved
be
that
honest,
we're not
you're
illegal.
making shit up.
Honestly, I was more than upset. This entire time, all they wanted was to end my team. And honestly, Parrot is still probably part of that, because he hasn't banned them off the server yet for what is obvious duping. But did I really have a choice? It was either end the duping and keep my team, or continue into anarchy. If I wanted to live up to what my team was made for, I would have to lose everything. Of course, I don't want to lose my team, but it might be inevitable. After a couple more hours of searching, I came to the conclusion that this vault was most likely not real, and the only way to stop this would be to dissolve my team. If I wanted to see this server exist, I had to do it. So I called them up and we met on the nether roof, and I pitched them my offer. So, you want me to resign the APO?
That's
exactly why you've been doing everything.
That is exactly it.
We can make a deal here then. I burn all the contracts. I'll never create the APO again, never have any affiliation with it anymore. Get rid of it, diminish it, make it ashes. If you show us the vault right now, with items in it. Now, this was a two-edged sword. If there was no vault, then obviously the APO would remain standing. But if there was, the APO would be disbanded and the vault would be disintegrated. One other thing.
Yes.
Every single allegedly duped item that we deem allegedly duped will have to be destroyed permanently. And after some talking over, they agreed to it. We signed some contracts explaining the rules for each side, and I wrote my name forever in this book, saying that the APO was officially over. And that's when they showed us to the vault. Weeks worth of my life just looking for this, and to see it in person was about to mean everything.
No, we don't have a bed.
What
What do you think, Parrot?
yeah, use the bed, Parrot.
And when we got there, it was a vault of duped items, but I didn't even react. I knew what this meant. It meant the APO was over. But along with that, so was the duping. It was all over.
Alright.
Finally.
Everybody grab the shulkers and just start tossing them in the void.
We grabbed every single shulker and put them straight into the void. But now it was my turn, taking the contracts of the members of my team and putting it in the same place of my enemies.
It'll happen no
Alright.
matter what.
With that information, I hope your promise comes true. I will throw away the signed contracts from the APO.
I don't know, it seems more symbolic.
Yeah,
There is shulkers.
we don't talk about it, bro.
Let me see the shulkers.
You don't talk about it, bro. Leave them.
Goodbye APO contracts.
Hide in the corner. Hide in the corner. Ready. Count of 3.
Oh, just gone.
They're gone. As we stood there in silence, we realized that we were no longer enemies. There was no reason for us to fight anymore. But I still wanted to know what Parrot had to do with any of this. So when Spoke requested to speak with Parrot, I sat there in Viz, trying to observe to see if there was any clues.
Dramatic.
We have to get him in the void hole. We have to get him in the void hole.
Oh shit! No! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
But sometimes it's best just to never know.